Do you know what it's like to physically feel yourself dying? I do. I know what it's like when you get down to counting every breath, every tear, every action you do, because every moment brings you inevitably close and closer to the abyss, and there is nothing you can do to stop it, and nothing you can do to slow it down. Everything in you is fighting and kicking and screaming, and you don't want to die, but you are. A little bit every day. I know what it's like when the hollow, empty, scraped out feeling in your chest isn't a joke anymore, and it is a legitimate warning to you that your life is going to end. The struggle of staying alive is with you at every moment. You can't eat and you can't drink, but you can't stop trying. Hunger and thirst are your closest companions, and they stick so close to you that you don't know what it's like not having them around. Every single action, from sitting up to going to the bathroom to going downstairs, comes with a cost, and at the end of the day, you have to pay up. You don't pay in gold and you don't pay in energy, but every little action takes a little more of your soul until you're simply going through the actions, hoping that there is a light at the end of the tunnel and that there will be something left of you if you reach it. So you sleep a lot. Partially because it gives your mind a break, and partially because in your sleep and in your dreams you're well. You're a whole person in sleep. You don't worry, you don't cry, the hunger abates and the never-ending thirst eases. Sleep is your best friend. Sleep is the giant who guards your gates and puts a stop to the siege going on in your body and your mind. So you sleep. You sleep whenever you feel tired, and often when you don't. You sleep when you are bored and have nothing to do, and when you're feeling so broken and so shattered you can't handle being in your own skin anymore. However, you can't sleep forever, and waking up is your own personal nightmare. No matter how many pillows you put behind your head, or how carefully you prop yourself up before you slip away, you are always woken up to the same thing. The choking and the horrific knowledge cutting through your dreams that you are drowning. Your esophagus won't drain, so you are literally drowning in your own saliva. You are always ripped violently from the quiet calm and have to force yourself upright and into the bathroom just to keep yourself from slipping away in your sleep. That is the welcome you receive every morning, and so you come to hate it when the sun peeks out over the horizon, and at night you try to stay awake as long as possible just to put off the daily waterboarding. You start Googling food. Maybe it is a form of torture. Maybe it's, what's giving you a reason to keep going. Every time you are so hungry, you can't stop your hands from shaking, and you are too weak to get out of bed, you picture what it would be like when you can eat. You imagine the taste, the texture, the warmth, and the heady rush of pleasure from flooding your body with calories. You look up recipes, ideas, and pictures of all the foods you can't have. People think you're crazy for tormenting yourselves with things you were denied. What they don't realize is you are simply trying to give yourself a reason to stay alive, and with hunger sitting on one shoulder and thirst on the other, it's the most uncomplicated way to keep going, even if the only reason you are still pushing yourself is so that you can enjoy broccoli cheese soup one more time. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and not know the person who looks back at you. I know what it's like to have sunken-in cheeks, hollowed-out eyes, arms like sticks and legs like twigs. I know what it's like to be able to count every single rib when you move, and know the pain of being unable to sit because your spine hurts too much. When I was bathing and realized I couldn't make my thighs touch when I put my knees together, I wanted to cry and scream my pain to the ceiling, but that would have taken too much energy from me. So I simply changed into clean clothes, wrapped a towel around my wet hair, and crawled into bed. Everything changes when the numbers start plummeting on the scale. First, it starts small. You can fit into those shirts you couldn't used to wear. Those jeans that you love that were half a size too small fit perfectly. Then your favorite shorts start getting baggy, and your favorite t-shirt that you pull out when nothing is going your way starts to look like a sack on you. Your bras don't fit anymore, and you start wearing push-up bras just to hide that fact and to look normal. You refuse to buy new clothing until one day you move the wrong way, and your jeans, which used to be a little tight, start to slip off. So you go through your closet and you pull out everything that doesn't fit anymore and either throw it in the dumpster or you pack it away into the darkest corner of your closet where you won't have to look at it. Looking at it every day is too much of a reminder of how sick you really are. When you look in your closet and see its half-empty racks and all the lonely hangers where your clothing used to be, the burning behind your eyes doesn't go away for hours. Sometimes the sickness is so invisible, you almost feel guilty for feeling so ill. Sometimes the sickness that is killing you is so microscopic, you don't even see it yourself. It's not like you lost a limb or you can't speak anymore. Your illness is simple, quiet, and unseen. You can't eat and you can't drink. You're not going to die a sudden tragic death that nobody saw coming. You will instead waste away until, just like your illness, you are invisible. No one else knows what it's like. None of them have heard it, much less seen it or experienced it. What is killing you is not the tiger in the garden. It is instead the stream of ants slowly carrying away your corpse.